Welcome back, fellow gamers and enthusiasts. I'm StormMoreno. Today we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. If you don't know anything about this game has a sort of innocent exterior, but the interior of the game can get very dark. So, when you start up the game, it asks you if you are at least 13 and above, which if you're not, then I advise you not to continue, but or if you also have anxiety or depression, that this game might not be good for you. So yeah, that's what we know. And so we got these 4 gals here. So you know, obviously we're going to be trying to do something here. I don't know exactly what, but I'm just going to put my real name since this is a sort of dating simulator. On the exterior, hey! You know, I don't know if it's a good idea for me to do this, since literally I had to voice act 4 girls, but I guess that's some of the funny parts of it. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Now I'm going to say these, the names a little more correctly. I don't know if they're 100% correctly, but I'm pronouncing them the Japanese way. The reason why is, you know, if it's in a certain language, I feel like you should try to pronounce it in the language. You know, like even names of cities and things like that. I prefer to actually try to say the name of the actual city in the native language. You know, like if you go to, you know, Italy and you go to Rome, I would say I'm in Roma, not Rome. Anyways, besides that, it's going into the interesting portions of life. Anyways, you know, the kind of friend you'll never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. You know, I wish I had friends that I've known that long, but hey, not everything that can work like that, but hey, we used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah! Ah! This is great. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that you like... I need to read... you say that like you were thinking about annoying me. That's mean, Mason. Kinda weird to have it as your name. But hey, whatever, this is... We're committing, I guess. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have it into you to be mean, even if you wanted to. If you wanted to... Whatever you say, Sayori. Hehe. This is gonna be great. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students make their daily commute. By the way, Mason, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me that you would join a club this year. Did I? No, that's me like every time, you know? Just like, did I? Maybe. I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I desistedly go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Well, you know, 1 out of half of that is true. I don't watch anime. I don't watch anime. I don't read manga. The reason is, you know, I don't know. I haven't gotten into it. I haven't even tried, so I just play video games and watch YouTube videos, so if I added that, that would be great. In the sense of, there's so much things you can do, but, I don't know what I'm saying. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn anything to learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I'm pretty sure NEET is sort of like a, you know, bum, in a sense. I don't know exactly the meaning of the word, but I'm pretty sure that's just a general gist of it. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I'm guessing seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I've already packed up my things. I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. If I sound like I'm congested in the nose, right? Is that the right? I don't know if that's the right word. You know, English is my native language, and I wonder sometimes if it actually is. So I'm gonna actually mispronounce things a lot. And keep in mind that I'm 17, so I shouldn't. But I do. Whatever. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have came into the classroom while I was spacing out. You know, I do space out a lot. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. If it's going to make you late to your own club, well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to plan this all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. You know, I probably do that. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. So, I rarely visit this. So does that mean I'm first year or second year? Maybe the fourth year. Who frickin' knows? Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. I don't know how to deficiate. You know what I mean. My voice to frickin' match any resemblance to a female. Like that's not gonna happen. So, especially when I'm still frickin' asleep. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Mason, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? You want to say something? Say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh well. Well, it's nice to meet you both. Sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Right, Monica? Monica? I'm going to say Monica. It doesn't have an A, so I'm just going to say Monica. That's right. It's great to see you again, Mason. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, completely out of my league. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little what? You too, Monica. I keep saying Monica because you just hear everyone say Monica. I think that's right. Whatever. Come sit down, Mason. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me and Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey. I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? These girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. So there's a chair. Is there a chair? Why is there a chair in the back? As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there's space one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take the seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. You know, I'm not gonna lie, like, I've been looking at the text, and you know, I barely, like, see whatever the fuck's going on with them. I don't know if that's a good thing or what. Okay. Hey, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. COD grabs one first, then Monica I follow. It's delicious! COD talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. You know, I don't know. You just eat it. You just eat it, man. You just freaking eat it. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. The teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. You know, I've had tea like once, and it was literally just green tea. I just drank green tea. I didn't add any like sweeteners. I wouldn't say it was bad, but if you know I had to drink water and green tea, I'd probably just drink green tea. Yeah, it's. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Why do I don't know. I sometimes like shift into like a different dialect, and I don't understand why. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Sure about that, Monica? I don't know. It's Monica, I'm surprised. Oh, they just say Monica. It's Monica's just I don't know. I don't think it's correct. It might be correct, but English is so fucking stupid. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Haha, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and I know how to say it. Publicity. Well, Rip, and how to prepare for events. I much rather take in something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it's encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it in that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like a literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you were both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Mason, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past years, I don't really have a good question, but a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking of after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Yeah, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay! I have an idea, everyone! Ooh. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new club member, I think it will help us all to get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Mason? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly came forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Jody may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All the 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Hey, sad. You all. I am defenseless against these girls. Well, you know, sometimes situations just call, and you're just like, what the hell? How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision while it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Mason, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Mason, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Yuri and I never walked home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for the club. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in Literature Club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances and make sure good fortune finds me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. I think that's probably not going to happen. Alright, so I don't know how long we've been doing this, but you know, I'm just going to do the day thing, so because my voice is sort of faltering because I'm still sick, so I'm going to leave it at that. So we're gonna next episode finish the we're gonna write a poem. We need 20 words, so I think we'll probably go for Sayori first, since we know Sayori. That makes sense. So yes. So with that, I will see you in the next video. Bye.